Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, the 3rd of October, 2019. Is anyone there? It's really quiet, or relatively quiet on Steem blockchain. I was just watching a post or video, sorry, by Exile, and sorry, I got my notes here. And he's doing a video saying that it's like really quiet at the moment, and sentiment, like he's not buying more crypto, even if it's like low, and he's just waiting for it to go low. So I think everyone's in the same boat. I'm just watching financial news. I'm a geek like that, and it's like they're all waiting for this ISM, like, or services manufacturing, or a magic number, and they're all obsessing about it. And everyone's like predicting recession, and there's more warning signs and more warning signs. And I did a post about this when the first like tiny inversion started. I think it was back in January when I was in London. You can check it out. I started to warn people like this happened. It's a good indicator to the future. So sentiment's quite low at the moment. Like I see this a long term. If I'm taking sentiment out, as like I'm not investing more cash, so to speak, but the earnings I earn in Steem, I'm like positioning them. It's just a long-term game, really. It's yeah, getting more people on board onto the Steem blockchain, and we'll see. It's like it takes advertising, it takes something. I think this just general market sentiment around the world is like blockchain is not at the forefront of people's minds right now. They're looking like they've got money, and they're looking at stocks, and they're looking at the situation around the world, politically, economically, even environmentally, and it's just making people nervous. If you're not ready now, good luck. It's just gonna maybe get a little worse before it gets better. Who knows? It's like for us, the common person down at the bottom, probably get worse before it gets better. All I know, what I personally believe, is that the central banks will start printing more money, and there'll be more fiscal projects, more printing of money that will go into the economy to jumpstart things. Yeah, we'll see about that. It's come to a point. I think it's like when it comes to a point when the game's fixed, it stagnates, because you've always got the same player or players who constantly win like very high odds because they've rigged it. It's natural that you look after your own interest, and it's come to a point where it's like fixed, and it's like it's gonna start vibrating, and then yeah, we'll see what goes on. Big shout out to another thing I was reading the other day about. I was going to do a post yesterday, but I forgot about it. It was Pensive's post where he wants to do an SPS proposal, Steem proposal system, where you can vote on the projects, and then SBD, or a certain amount of crypto, goes to those projects as voted by you and me in the community stakeholders. So what he wants to do is organize like different tiered like ambassadors for Steem to go represent Steem at conferences, at events to do with cryptocurrencies and blockchains. And I agree with that. I think there's something we can do, get people out there, the real, like, yeah, get them amongst lots of people, like-minded people who've got money, who are already there for crypto, who kind of understand what crypto is, who might be developers and programmers, and who are more likely to go, oh, that's really cool, I'm going to invest a bit of my assets, my capital into Steem. Or that goes the theory. And I like that because it's a very simple theory. There's so much energy with, like, including me and other people around the world who just need that little extra help. Yes, we promote Steem all the time. We bore the crap out of our friends and family with it. But we need, if you just give us an extra little help and a little push, we could get it out there amongst people who are like the first stage, the first group of people that are more likely to invest in Steem than anyone else. And from there, it's a network effect. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. So that's cool. So like, I'll drop the link below there. So you should check out, read that post and stuff. I think it's a good one to support. Once I see that pushing forward, I will do more videos about it on a weekly basis, just to get the word out there and hopefully see it in people's minds. And then more people make posts about it, and it just propagates, and then we get some real traction. Because the cost is a fraction of what it'll normally cost, because there's human capital who are willing to like put in a lot more than they're going to get out of it. But just to pay for the airfare, pay for the hotel, or whatever, the transport there and back, of the food. We're not talking millions of dollars. We're not talking hundreds of thousands. We're talking a few $1,000s just to get that ball rolling. I think it's really cool. And then when you can present it to like people in the communities, say, hey, I'm being sponsored by my own blockchain. How do you mean? Oh, well, the community. What? And then you can show them, and it'll be amazing. So I'm really excited about that. That sentiment keeps me like motivated. Generally speaking, I think the sentiment is quite negative all around the world. It's like, I think so, not around the world, but generally speaking, I think it's quite down. Everyone's watching as like, something's not quite right. I'm not going to spend as much money. And that's what happens, and that has a knock-on effect, and then it spirals out of control to a point where no one's spending money, and then tightens up and seizes up, and then people lose jobs about it. That's the next stage of this recession that's coming. If it's coming now, is jobs, unemployment will start to go up. Even the fake numbers they give out, and you can manipulate numbers as much as you want. We all, like those who are working, understand that it ain't so easy anymore, and it might get a lot tougher. So we'll see about that. And then I've just checked out that there's a project in Colombia, which I won't name names now, but I'm doing more research. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. And they're on Steem blockchain, and okay, so sounds like I'm gonna have to hit them up. So that's me for today. I hope everyone's having a great day. Continue chipping away at your blockchain investments. If you believe in it, yes, I'm sure it'll work out. If you use it, more likely it's going to work out. That's no financial advice, but that's how I see it. I can't play these up and down. Like everyone's looking at, oh, the price is dropping, invest and short it. I'm like, whoa, that's proper gambling. I prefer just to get the little drips every day consistently, and I don't have to worry about it. So that's my opinion. I've rambled enough for today. I don't know what I'm going to do here in Lobitos, because it's pretty quiet at the moment. Everyone's feeling the pinch, more or less. If you're not feeling the pinch, well, then you're really lucky. So that's me for today. Take care and see you tomorrow.